I want to go through some of the headlines here that did not get into the show, but doesn't mean they weren't funny, all right? This is some good shit. I'm just saying we didn't have time for them, all right? And you know, when I started doing this, so this is about third or fourth week where I've been pulling out the newspapers, and when I first started doing that, I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta buy these newspapers, and then it's so wasteful, all the paper, but then I realized it's wasteful because they printed this shit on the paper in the first place. So, already wasteful. This is in the Wall Street Journal. It says, Taco Bell recalls some beef. And when I first read that, I thought they meant Taco Bell remembers when they had some beef in the tacos. They were recalling the days of beef. But no, it turns out they recalled the beef. And I don't know if they mean what is in the taco is some beef. Like, I think that's what the tacos are filled with. Some beef, some other shit. Who knows? Apparently they found metal shavings in many of them, which I thought was one of the toppings. I had actually returned one of my Taco Bell tacos because I was like, there's no metal in this. This normally comes with some extra metal. This one is, so Johnson & Johnson, as you know, Johnson & Johnson has had like one lawsuit after a fucking another. There's asbestos in their like baby powder. There's I know it's funny, but no, seriously. There's the opioids, obviously, so they're just killing people left and right. Hundreds of thousands of people died from the opioids, and that's just a couple of their lawsuits. And so this Wall Street Journal, and then classic Wall Street Journal, it just says, Johnson & Johnson's courtroom losses pile up. And what they're missing in the article is where they go, yay! Fuck Johnson & Johnson. Where is he? They're worried people. Oh, poor Johnson & Johnson. The losses piled up. This is a fucking killer company. They're fucking obliterating people. We should want their losses to pile up. We should want them to get sued for having fucking asbestos in their goddamn baby powder. So as you know, everything going on with Syria and Trump, and this is the fucking most repulsive article. The headline is just, Syria is lost. Let's save Lebanon. And he's not kidding. He wants to, oh, we failed in Syria. We're like a global arsonist where we just set fires and then we go, oh, they weren't ready for freedom. Let's go to the next one. Moving on to Lebanon. Fuck you, man. These fucking, Jesus. These people, so this says Uber and Lyft. So Uber and Lyft were called to testify in front of Congress about their safety and labor practices. And it says, Uber, Lyft, skip out on congressional hearing. So they were asked to come appear in front of Congress, and they were just like, fuck that. So it seems like this is contagious, where people are realizing, oh, Congress has no power. That's like, basically Trump was like, yeah, fuck y'all, and then just everybody now is like, oh yeah, cool, you called us to appear. Yeah, no, not at all. We don't give a shit. All right, last headline here. The new bill would require new vehicles to have alcohol detectors that you blow into, and if you had been drinking, the vehicle won't work. And I think I speak for all of us when I say, fuck that. This is not fair. This is no, but honestly though, it's a slippery slope, all right? Because, okay, it's an alcohol detector and you can't drive. Well, what's next? Next, it's gonna be like you're a shitty driver, and then the car won't work anymore. And now they can watch your eyes, right? Cars, and I was in a rental car, and it was doing that shit, and I guess I was looking around, you know, I was like, it's a fucking cow! And then, so the thing starts beeping, and it's like, you're getting tired, time for some coffee. I was like, fuck you, no it's not! I'm watching the cows! But literally, they can, and so the next step will be, okay, the car just shuts down because I looked at, something on the side of the road. But, shitty driver, eating while driving, it'll be, they'll require that. There'll be road head detectors, right? That'll be next. You won't be able to give road head. There'll be... Some of you think that's a good idea? It's a terrible idea. That's, you know, and what's next after that? Then they'll be detected. We have smart homes, right? So soon they'll have detectors where they can detect things about your personality, and they'll just lock you in your house, right? That'll be, you know, soon they won't let you leave your house if you're an asshole or a dipshit or a jackass. It's, you know, and you may think, oh, that's a good idea. We'll keep all the fuckwads off the streets. But guess what? That's fucking everybody, all right? There's a lot. This is America. There's a lot of fuckwads out there, okay? First, they came for the fuckwads, and I did not speak up. But then I found out I was a fuckwad. That's how that saying goes.